So we're over here in Driftwood, Texas at Salt Lick Barbecue. Guys, it's packed. Check this out. We just ate, but I wanted to show you this. Check out how many cars are here. Look at that smoke up there. I mean, this place is huge. Growing grapes over there, winery all around here with all these cars. Really cool place. But yeah, we just ate. We met a couple people here, but I wanted to show you this before we leave. Got like a little garden area right here. Let's go by the smoke over here. That's Big Smoker right there. That's where it all gets done. Got the wood right there. That's a smoker. Yeah, real good. Had the blackberry cobbler. It's fantastic. Real cool place. Cool little courtyard. Outdoor seating, huge, really cool. Look at it, look at this. This place is huge. So while we were down here at Salt Lick, we had a few people that watched the show come by. O'Dane,
yes,
came by to see us this evening, have dinner with us, and really honored that you came by to say hi.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming to see us. You know, you were talking earlier about people in your age bracket that, you know, people maybe living over their heads. People aren't aware or aren't watching what's coming, unprepared, and you just wanted to make a couple points on video tonight. Really appreciate that, about what you're seeing with people in your age demographic. Go ahead.
Well, one thing's for sure, like me myself, I just moved to Texas about a year ago, and you know, I'm getting to know people here a lot more.
And tell me where you moved from.
I moved from North Carolina. I'm a Navy veteran, and I've been in North Carolina for about 4 or 5 years, and I think it was back in June last year I started seeing how things were going politically and economically, so I figured the best thing for me to do is get up and take my family to Texas, where my guns and rights are protected. So,
and how do you like Texas?
Man, I love it. It's the best. It was either going to be Texas or Mexico, and I needed my guns, so I stayed in Texas.
So what do you make of this economy right now? Where do you see us right now economically, and where do you see it going?
Right now, I would say the economy is done for. Like, it's really just a matter of stimulus and money being printed, or new loans being created, new promissory notes that's creating this money, and it's just going down the tubes. Everybody has this euphoric idea that we are really in some type of recovery, but we're not. Like, everything is just fake. The numbers are fake. Everything that's going on is fake. And like I was saying, like, I've been here for about a year, and I've got in contact with a bunch of people that's my age. And I'm noticing that the people in my age bracket, the only thing in their mind is to try to get the newest vehicle. They see that the chips are ran out, so they're running to go and finance a new car for a couple $100s per month. And I try to convince people, hey, save your money. Like, don't do that. Just wait a little bit. Just try to relax. It's not that big of a deal.
So it's kind of like everybody wants to go on social media. Everybody wants to kind of front, be big time, be a big shot. Don't worry about it. I can make the payment. Yeah, it's 7 years of car payments, but I can have it today, make the payment right now, as long as they have a job, right?
Yeah. It's pretty much everybody just doing it for the gram, doing it for Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of how you live in real life. It's a matter of how you're perceived online.
So we go on Facebook and we see like everybody fronting big. Everybody's a big shot. Look at what I'm driving. Look at the Nikes. Look at my steak dinner in Vegas. Look at my hotel. I mean, there's people on social media. I just saw some bozo, showing his hotel room in Vegas. Like, look at our hotel room. Look at our steak dinner. Like, who cares? But these people, I guess, have to be, have some kind of vindication that there's somebody because they got a hotel room in Vegas or they're wearing $400 Nikes.
Yep. And it's crazy to me because they follow this trend, but like me myself personally, like my vehicle was paid for. I have the title.
Right.
Like I have pretty much $1,000 of revolving credit card debt. Like I'm set. I'm ready for.
How do you sleep at night?
I sleep well. I have a $1,000 mattress and I sleep very, very well. Like I don't have to stress. I'm hearing reports about people having anxiety when they go to bed and stuff like that. It's like you don't have to do that if you don't put yourself in these situations.
You and I were talking that you're renting right now, and you're just waiting because you know the deals are coming. I know the deals are coming. You want to buy that 10-acre property out here in Texas. I want to do the same thing. I want to do exactly what you're doing. And right now, it's a game of patience, right? We just got to wait. Everybody wants like, oh, JB, I thought it was going to collapse. It needs to collapse, collapse. It doesn't work like that. Collapses take a while. Bubbles inflate until they pop. And this is really just such, it's almost really an opportunity. Every day that we have that this thing, stays together, because it's being held down by a threat. But as long as it stays together, we can keep putting that money away. We can keep buying some gold and silver. We can continue to keep preparing. And like I said to O'Dane, maybe instead of buying a 10-acre place, you'd be buying a 20-acre place. The longer we have, the more prepared, the more assets, and the more cash we're going to have to take advantage of the opportunities that are coming.
And I want to say too, and add to that when it comes to patience and acting in the moment, my personal perspective, I acted on the moment as far as moving to Texas for the sake of my rights and my liberty and stuff like that. But patience is important because I have a family to feed. I have many kids that's behind me. So any decision that I make today is going to affect how they live in their future.
Detrimental, and that's a great point. Every decision you make, it could be detrimental to your family. So if you go, I want to go get the new Challenger, I want to go get the new Benz, that could be detrimental because what happens, if an emergency comes up, a family member, your spouse loses a job, this is not the time to be taking risk. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely not the time. Now's the time to be mellow, to stay under the radar as possible. Like, I don't even answer the door for, what do you call those?
Solicitors?
Solicitors. Yeah. I just let them knock and keep it moving because I don't want to expose how I'm living because I don't want to say that it's jealousy, but for so many years I've been trying to warn people like, hey, get ready for what's coming. Like, get prepared, buy this, buy that. People would laugh at me and stuff like that over the years. Like I even remember, trying to order some medicine for my daughter a while back. And I said, hey, I want to get this medicine in bulk because I'm worried about the supply chain breaking down. She laughed over the phone, laughed at me. And I was like, okay. And then a couple of weeks later, everything just started tumbling.
Boom. Yeah, I mean, there's people out there right now not laughing, but there's still people out there completely delusional. But the rubber is about to meet the road here, ladies and gentlemen. And, I agree with O'Dane completely. You got to lay low. This is not the time to be going on social media, acting like you're flying on a private jet with your $400 Nikes. This is the time to hunker down, be really, really conservative, be very cautious where you're spending money. Because every dollar that you spend now is going to be so important. And it's just like, for me, I've cut out a lot of things in my life. I've made a lot of sacrifices. It's fun to spend money. It's fun to buy toys. But I know how this movie plays out. I've seen this movie before. Things will crash. There's going to be massive opportunities in real estate. And if you have massive debt and you have no cash, you have no assets, you're not going to be in this game. You're not going to be in this movie. I want to be in this movie.
Yeah, because one thing's for sure, Opportunities are coming, and there's two things that I do not have right now. I do not have debt, and I do not have social media. I'm just getting ready for what's coming.
I couldn't say it better myself. I think that's great advice right there. Just get ready for what's coming. You have a family, you have yourself. Why not get ready and prepare? Because, you know, these people who continue to spend, who continue to front, you know, their families are going to pay the ultimate price here. And when this thing happens, there is no going back. There's no going, oh, I'm going to save. I'm going to go get a job now. I'm going to prepare. There's no going back. All that's going to matter now is what you're holding and what you can access. And most people, all they can hold and access right now is debt, bills. Those Nikes, the Mercedes, all the social media is not going to get you through an economic collapse. When that collapse happens, that car, those Nikes, that weekend trip at Vegas is going to mean absolutely nothing. The only thing that matters is going to be cash and assets and a minimal debt load. That's it. That's all it matters. What can you buy? What is your net value? And the problem is people don't even have a net worth anymore. They're negative net worth. They're negative. They have so much debt. And these people are going to drown when this depression blows open. You want to close out, O'Dane, with anything?
Let me close out with this also. To add to what you're saying, like there may be people like say, especially in my age group, I'm only 30 years old, by the way. You may not have a lot of funds, you may not have access, you might even have student loan debt. But one thing that you could capitalize on right now is the dynamic of there being such a flux of job availability going on. So I think it's very, very important to like learn a skilled trade of some sort. Mm-hmm. Me, myself, I've been through the Navy, and pretty much I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to electrical work and mechanics. I had both jobs when I was in the military. And if you could pick up those skills, you'll be extremely valuable, because right now I could work on anybody's car right now and make $1,000.
So get out there, work, get the side hustle, right?
Yep.
If you can get a couple side hustles going, if you can make cash, stack it, put it away, and most of all, get the debts paid off.
Yes, absolutely. And I gotta say also, I appreciate JB for coming out here. It's been amazing to see him, Aaron, and Dan to come out in person. I could say it's a blessing. To me, it's a confirmation, because I followed JB for about a year now. Before that, I was on my own journey, seeing the same things and wondering why is it that I feel like I'm the only person out there.
And that's a great point. And I'll try to end with this, but just like O'Dane said, you know, he felt like he was the only one out there, the only one that thought like this. And to everybody out there listening to myself, listening to O'Dane, there's millions of us who think just like you do. You're not alone. Stay on course, stay close to God, keep preparing, because you are not alone. You're thinking, but what you're thinking right now is correct. This is not a nightmare. What's happening is really, really happening, and all of you are right. It's not going to get fixed, okay? And you've got to get prepared for the worst economic storm you have ever seen. Just like Aaron said earlier today, they laughed at Noah until it started raining. And as I said earlier, I'm beginning to feel raindrops.
Yeah, I'm feeling them.
So, hey, a pleasure, brother.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for coming out. It was an honor to meet you. We had a great time, a great meal. You're not alone. I'm not alone. And all of you out there, you're not alone either. God bless all of you. God bless, O'Dane.
All right, stay safe and stay prepped.
Sure.